let's put some love in the chat for MG, because your first book, I mean, fire, bro, fire, like it's fire in the sense that when you read it, it's so portable that you can give it to someone in conversation or just in text. Like I bought it for someone, but I also shared it in the conversation. And they were like, yo, I never thought about 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's just so laid out in a way that people can get it and understand it. And for our community, when we have something that we can understand, then we can apply it and execute upon it. So thank you for your contribution to this movement and the impact, the lives that you've impacted professionally as well as personally. So shout out to you, bro.
No, I appreciate that. House Economics, that's the first of 25 books that I have.
Woo.
That's gonna come out. Like I have a whole, when I decided to do books, like so. Shout out to first of all, I'm gonna shout out to my guy Jermaine Miller, JM Publishing, who helps me bring the books to life. He's been telling me to write a book for 2 years.
Okay.
And so has Ash Cash.
Mm-hmm.
And I've kind of always dashed him like, nah, I'm not writing no book. Like, get the hell out of here. I ain't got time for no book, man. I'm doing everything else that I'm doing. I do enough content. I have courses. We in EYLU almost, at this time daily, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't part of the plan. But as time has went on and things have evolved, and I myself have more experiences with just meeting earners and just people all over the country, and now in different countries, right?
Yeah.
Just seeing people learn differently. And I wanted to be able to tap into everybody, like their love language, right? Everybody has a love language,
Go ahead and preach. Go ahead and preach.
Things
go
that
ahead.
like communicate to them well. So not everybody's going to enjoy doing the course. Some people might love reading a book because they need to feel it and touch it. Some people might be good with an ebook. I haven't crossed into the Audible lane yet, but coming soon. We're going to do that as well. But I just wanted to be able to reach people where they are and put it in writing and put it in layman's terms, so that way people can digest it. And that's why we only made it, I think, like 100 pages, because I wanted it to be a quick read. I didn't want it to be like, I'm not a book reader. Like I can't sit here and read like a Harry Potter or a novel or anything like that. It's just I don't have the attention for it. So if I see a thick book before I even open it, I'm already intimidated by the book. So I wanted this to be a quick, easy read that anyone can grab the book in their hand or see it's only 100 pages. Like, oh, I could do this in a night. And that's what most people tell me. I read it in a day or two. And it's just from beginning to end. It's no fluff. It's straight to the point, and it gives you actionable items to really go out there and achieve your real estate goals of house hacking if you want to be a landlord. Because being a landlord is just not for everybody. But I wanted to be able to put something in writing and give people like the breadcrumbs. You know what I'm saying? So that way they have that pathway to success when it came to building their real estate portfolio with using these low down payment loans.
Bro, I appreciate you breaking it down like that and the intentionality to writing a book in such a way. When I read a book, I liken it to like listening to an album. And what I love about your book is that you can digest, like, all right, I'm gonna work with chapter 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna just work with that right now, and I'm gonna figure that out and do that, and then I can go back. And so I love books that give you that opportunity. I also love the books that have some language to them, things that you didn't know. But when it comes to wanting to learn more about investing, I think the way that you've structured your book is a guideline, actually a framework that would help many people, right, make their material and content more digestible. So yeah, shout out to you and appreciate you, man, for that. Let me ask you, man, because once I saw the title, Real Estate Investors Manifesto, when I see manifesto, man, I think disruption, I think plan, I think vision. And so I know that many people are chopping at the bit, waiting to kind of get there, when they when they get the arrival of their book, as to kind of understand more of the vision, more of the layout of the real estate investors mindset. Can you just give us a sneak peek preview, if you would, into kind of what that looks like and means for you? Right, that title means something to me, but I kind of want to know what it means to you from just like from your brain and how you see where we need to be.
So when you look at the word manifesto, right? Manifesto the definition of it is a written statement declaring publicly the
Mm.
intentions, motives, and views of its user, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
when you really think about that word, you're really putting something in writing. You putting your thoughts into the universe, basically.
Mhm.
And companies have manifestos. You know, it's like they standard operating procedures, right? Like, no matter who's behind the wheel
Right.
of the company or managing or whatever the case may be, you have this manifesto, you have the rules of engagement. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with this book, was give that person who may not be a savvy real estate investor. So if you guys pay attention to my content, a lot of my content is not geared towards the savvy real estate investor,
Mhm.
right? A lot of my content is not geared towards a person who may have $100. It's geared to the person who's trying to figure it all the hell out.
Yes, sir.
And what I wanted to do, like, and honestly, look, I've been doing this for 20 years. Like, so for me, this is kind of, I always say I got to dumb myself down sometimes because I've been talking about this for so long.
Mm.
But I had to understand that there's millions of people out here who have no clue, no matter about real estate investing. They don't
Facts.
understand simple terms, keywords, like how to analyze a deal, the proper way to really look at properties out of state, who should be on your real estate team. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like, what's a CMA? How do you really look at comps? Because it's very important when you're talking investing, is your ARVs, especially if you're doing rehabs. You know,
Mhm.
just understanding like the basics. So when I was brainstorming about the titles of this book and what I actually wanted the direction of it, manifesto is just something that just stuck out.
Yes,
And I
sir.
and you don't really see too many when you hearing the word manifesto and real estate. That's normally not together.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's not a it's not used in the same sentence. So I thought it was a good play on words, but
Mhm.
also just the definition of the word is just so powerful to me that I said, okay, this is it, because it's here to give you the core concepts, real estate investing, of how to analyze a deal, find a deal, and so that way you can make a right decision.
Right. No,
You
that's dope, man. Man, bro, I appreciate you sharing that because so much of what you've been preaching and providing the community globally, right, is the importance of having a plan, right, and not to play and not playing yourself by jumping into something without having built a foundation. And so when the title, and your explanation of the title, it just speaks so much important to the importance of creating the foundation of what it is that you're doing and how you're going to build. Real estate, it's interesting that when people talk about investing, that real estate doesn't become like the hottest topic to share. And I get it, like, because investing, stock market goes up and down. It's like there's an emotional attachment. But real estate is kind of like this, man, it's like this well that keeps on providing good resource, good water, right? Like, you feed the well, you prepare the well, it's going to pay off for you 10, 20, 30 years down the line. And we know about the history of this country, that many of these families that we all know really started their wealth, the generational wealth building through real estate. And so
Mhm.
I want to give much props to you and others too, but much props to you because you were probably one of the first people that I heard that really made real estate cool. And for our community, there's a vibe that needs to accompany any information. Like, I've been in schools, I've been in institutions, I work in education, like, I've been in all these places. When we bring our flavor to something, it attracts our community to it. And so, thank you for bringing that piece that is bringing people to real estate investing, and to the movement that is taking over, taking over the world.